Okay, in the last video, we looked at the different types of chemical equations where we had 4 examples or types of chemical equations. Now, like I said, that we are going to now in the next video, we'll be looking at the specific examples for those types of chemical equations. And the first one is synthesis equation, where we said there are the different respective elements, like a simple element and another simple element reacting together to give us a product of one single compound. So this single compound that is formed is made up of these smaller elements. So in this case we have A reacting with B to give us A. So now my main task in this video is to simply give specific examples of such elements, different elements that can be reacted together to form one single compound. In other words, this type of chemical equation is also known as a build-up chemical equation. So for example, if say we want to form water, so for us to form water, we'll need one hydrogen. Remember that hydrogen is a diatomic molecule. Then we also need oxygen, which is also a diatomic molecule. Then from there, we are going to form now a product, which is water, H2O. So this is the compound that has been formed. So from what we have here, you have one element and another element reacting together to form a single compound here, in this case, which is water. This is example 1. So the second example that we are going to look at is methane. So methane can also be formed. So it has carbon, which is reacting with hydrogen gas, and it will give us, so it's simply a matter of combining these two elements. So you have carbon and hydrogen coming together. So of course carbon will be there, then so this 4 is the valence for carbon. So the valence for hydrogen is 1, so it's not shown here. So this is how we form methane, as a simple compound that has been formed. I said we're going to do a lot of examples so that people understand what we are trying to do here. So another example that we can have here is, for example, if you have a metal, let me use a metal this time around, and chlorine or chloride. So once this reaction occurs, let me write this one properly. Yes, so sodium reacting with chlorine. So sodium is a simple element. Then you have also chlorine, which is another simple element. Now these two elements are reacting together to form a product which is known as sodium chloride. Like that. So this is a compound that has been formed from two different elements. Then another example that we are going to look at is the easiest one that we can have is hydrogen reacting with nitrogen. So remember, all these are diatomic molecules, so hydrogen is reacting with the nitrogen gas. So when that happens, you're going to form a simple compound which is known as ammonia. So this is what we meant when we said simple elements reacting together to form a bigger compound, a larger compound. So when this reaction happens, then what we make of it? So this is what we needed to cover in this lesson. So are you able to now form? Let me give you an exercise. Let's see if you can try out these ones where you have this is aluminium reacting with oxygen gas. What product will be formed there? Then again, if you have another element, say you have hydrogen and chlorine, what product will be formed there? Then the last one that we're going to have is if you have this element, the unknown element, then we have this product. So if you can give your answers in the comments, then we'll see what would have gotten, whether we are on the same page. Thank you very much for watching. So in the next video, we'll be looking at another type of equation, which is decomposition. Thank you for watching.